We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. Now it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now back to throw.
Here we go.
He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown there to make the grab. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12. Now Tua. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Lions 14, Dolphins 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Tua going to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Lions.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Mike 51. It's a party now.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Naeem Hines, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Check Mike 12. Mike check Mega.
Here's Tua. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Lions add on to their lead. Cybert on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Dolphins 13. Jack Fox to kick
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Ready. Block 40. Mike, 34. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Mike 12. Mike 12.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, it's Hines. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Back to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On third down, Hines. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Dolphins 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, here's Tua. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now, yes, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Tua now on first down. To Barkley on the check down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another third and goal.
Shift.
Here's Barkley, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll drop to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
On second down now, it's Hines. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Fellas, they don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Julian Okwara
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Samuel.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nyheim Hines with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try the left side. Hines. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week and plenty of weeks to come. So for Detroit, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to